capital, and we begin with Suicindo World Trust International Orbit established a presence in Laos in the form of a sole trading company. Suicindo World Trust International Orbit has established a presence in Laos in the form of a sole trading company, which will serve as a coordination center for transferring funds into the country for implementing socio-economic development projects.
3, 2, 1
The ceremony to mark the opening of the organization's Lao company was attended by President of the United Nations Suicindo World Trust International Orbit Sugihato Notonegoro St. Joining him was the director of the Suicindo World Trust International Orbit Seoul Company Limited, Sisamai Sayason, diplomatic representatives along with representatives from international organizations and ministries. Suicindo World Trust International Orbit Seoul Company Limited is also the representative office of Suicindo World Trust International Orbit in Laos. From today, Suicindo World Trust International Orbit Seoul Company Limited will perform its duties under the work plan already approved by the President of Suicindo World Trust International Orbit.
อยู่ภายในและต่างประเทศคนลาวของเราทุกคนต้องระดมแรงขึ้นทั้งภายในและต่างประเทศเพื่อเขามาพัฒนาสร้างสรรค์ประเทศชาติบ้านเมืองของเราฉะนั้นพวกเราก็เป็นพลบทบาทหนึ่งในการสอกแสวงหาแรงขึ้นเพื่อเขามาพัฒนาประเทศชาติบ้านเมืองของเราปัจจุบันนี้ผู้แทนและแขกที่ถูกเชิญ
Director of the Suicindo World Trust International Orbit Seoul Company Limited, Sisamai Sayason, said, Laos is the first country to approach Suicindo World Trust International Orbit through us. This organization has been comprised of trust funds, so-called NEO, the United Kingdom of God, Sky, Earth, or global assets, which are managed by Suicindo, including authorizing the use of these assets.
ดึงดูดแรงทุนจากต่างประเทศเนาะโดยเฉพาะประเทศของเราทุกมื้อนี้ก็มีความสำคัญหลายในการที่จะเข้าเป็นสมาชิกนั่นเอิ้นว่าสมาคมเศรษฐกิจอาเซียนนี่พวกเฮายิ่งต้องสร้างความพร้อมให้มันมีความเพียบพร้อมเนาะฉะนั้นพวกเฮามีหยังพร้อมแล้วบ่ที่พวกจะเดินไปสู่เวียกงานตัวนี้เนาะ
Please wear at home. I give blessing to all if you say yes loud.
According to the organization, its work plan includes joining with the relevant organizations of the Lao government, including implementing all programs from this year until 2017. In order to comply with the applicable laws of Laos, Suicindo World Trust International Orbit has made the decision to establish its organization in Laos in the form of a sole company limited, he added. This is in order to be a coordination center for transferring its funds into Laos for administration, operation, and providing no obligation assistance, no interior interference, and no negative effects to the political regime as well as the sovereign power of Laos, both at the present time and into the future. The said fund will be applicable for implementing socio-economic development projects, thus empowering the sovereign power of Laos in equivalence to other developed nations, he noted. Sisamai Sayason disclosed that, given the present situation, Laos is entering the ASEAN Economic Community of ASEAN, and there is stronger demand for funds to develop in equivalence to ASEAN's member nations. Suicindo World Trust International Orbit was originally established in 2010 in Indonesia. Suicindo is a private and non-government organization and is also known as the NEO, the United Kingdom of God, Sky, Earth.
To signify and to give a signal to the world that we now have begin our cooperation.
That concludes our edition of news. You can view more news, hit like, comment, and share our news on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Lao National Television English News Program and the same name on youtube.com. Thank you very much for joining us. Until we meet again, goodbye for now.